Yeah, guys, we having a last live about Yazi today. So if you guys wanted to come up, speak about and oh, hey, what's up, 369? And come up and speak about the story. Let me know. But today's discussion is just on the basis of if the mother was wrong for taking the interview or if I was wrong for doing it, because I did see that a lot in the chat. Pinky, thank you for the likes. Thank you for the heart, me baby. If you guys want to come up and speak your piece, this would be the last live about Yazi unless there's some other breaking news. But we're gonna move on from this story. Thank you, 369. Hey, mainly pretty guys, please tap the live and share the live out. I was just live, but I had to drop the live just because one of the participants said a word that is not TikTok friendly. So in order to protect the live, I just restarted it. Um, hey, what's up? How are you? Oh, we got Vanessa loading here. Hey, Vanessa, how are you?
Good morning. I'm good. How are y'all?
Good, I'm good. How old are you, by the way, Vanessa? Just for the purposes of the topic.
I'm 31.
Okay. All right. So, what do you think? Did you do the, you know about the Yazzie situation, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right. So first, give
So,
your perspective on what you perceive about the situation.
so, Yazzie, she is a bright girl,
Right.
but I feel like she is not utilizing these resources that are being given to her. Put it literally written down, sealed, and given to her. What bothers me is why is she not in her motel during the day? Why is she running the streets and she's having these hotels paid for? Why does she wait till the middle, late at night to get where she needs to be? Why is she not buying womanly necessities? What is
Right.
she, like what's she thinking?
I don't
And her,
know.
and her mother, I feel like, her mom did the best that she could with what she was given. Um, but at the same time, her mom, in my community, I see a lot of, people who are in recovery and stuff like that from substances. Her mom kind of gives me a recovering addict vibe, but I don't know her from a can of paint. But it seems like maybe as a child, maybe her mom, was doing things she shouldn't have been doing, so she wasn't able to give her that love that a child needs.
Right. She
But
did say she had 5 children too. Can you
so
like us
yeah,
alive?
I'm a hop off here. But my main thing is
Hmm.
bothering me is she is not utilizing any of the resources being given.
Right.
It's almost like she takes it as a joke.
That's what I was thinking too. Like even someone who was saying, "Oh, they have resources at the public library and other things."
Hmm.
Job Corps, she's it's just going in one ear and out the other. So when they say you
Hmm.
can't help somebody that doesn't want to be helped, that's it in real time.
Yeah.
Can I give a different perspective with that a little bit?
Of
Yeah.
course.
Hi. When so people on some kind of delayed spectrums, they are taught life skills, and it's taught in throughout their school career. And if this person, I'm not sure, but if this person is on one of those and she was in those type of settings, they usually don't graduate till they're 21 years old. And a lot of them actually are unable to handle those type of situations correctly. Even though they may present by being promiscuous and things like that, people would think that they have the mental capacity to handle that. They should have the mental capacity to handle anything else. But that component is a skill that has to be taught. Some of them don't even really know how to wipe themselves properly, which sounds strange to most people, but it's something that has to be reinforced. So that also is a it could be a component of why she's not getting those help, getting the help that she needs. and or she even knows that she needs it. Most of them, I don't like to say handler, but they do have people who do help to guide them through. There's a lot of programs for people like her.
Right.
But that was just my 2 cents in that. When we do say things like, we're not sure why isn't she doing certain things, she may not know how to, or if she does, she may not realize and recognize that she needs to.
Right.
That's it.
All right. Thank you. All right, Vanessa, if you don't have anything else to say, we'll have the next person come up and give their take on the Yazoo situation. Were you good or you had anything else?
Yes, yeah, that's it for now. Thank you for
All
letting
right.
me up.
Yes, ma'am. I followed you too.
All
Thanks for the
right, I'll be
follow,
in the
hon.
comments.
All right.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. All right, guys. What's up, love? Can you guys tap up the live? Whoever wants to come up and join the discussion, go ahead and request up. 369, did you have anything to say? Oh, he must be away from his phone. What's up, Jack? I see you in the comments. Thank you for the likes. Hey, Angie.
What's up, Tiff? I'm just here
Jack,
supporting.
I didn't even see you down there. That's
Yeah,
crazy. Yeah, okay, three out. All right. No, but I just wanted, like I said, I wanted to have this last discussion. I did see some of you guys' comments. It was a debate back and forth between if Yazi's mom should actually took the interview. And then I wanted to get this perspective. So Yazi's mom has her out the house. She's online doing what we see her doing. And people had started to paint certain narratives about the mother in her omission of she's not saying anything. They're saying she was taking a check from her. They were saying, the mother was overly abusive, whatever they were saying. So I thought that the interview would give us light, but also allow her to be able to get her part of the story out. So that's why I wanted to do it too. I thought two sides of a story is important, and we can, as the public, determine the truth because that's what y'all like to do anyway. So that was my reason. Hey, Juicy, you want to come up? Yeah, but that's basically it. Um,
if there's about a half truth.
hmm?
Right. It's 369 was saying it seems like it's half the truth, which is true because you only got the mom's perspective of it. We're only watching the other young lady online, but it's not like if there is the little girl's information that is being stated. And I understand, we as parents especially will listen to the mom and say, oh, okay, I could see where she's coming from. But again, there's that whole three sides of a story kind of thing where we're not really sure what actually did happen, if it is as the mom stated, because again, a lot of people would prefer to make themselves look better than telling the absolute truth.
Right. So do you think that she was trying to make herself look better in the interview?
Actually, the mom,
Yeah,
I don't think about that.
I don't think
Well, not that
so.
she was trying to look at herself better, but I think she was telling what she knew to be what it was for her.
Right. Somebody just tried to come up, but I'm sorry. I don't know what happened.
Because like because like I could have a story about my mom and everyone's listening to it, and I'll tell a great story, but then my mom comes in and she could fill in certain holes, and they're like, okay, well, I could see certain things from a different angle.
Right. Vanessa said she was deflecting the light. Oh, so Vanessa, can you come up and explain your perspective in regard to that? Because how do you think the mom was deflecting?
You was not wrong for requesting the interview with the mother because everybody only got that girl side of the story, Yazzie, whatever her name is. They only
Mm-hmm.
see what she say, and she so like I don't know. I think she got a mental health issue. Like I really feel sad for her. And these people, they think they helping her. Yeah, they not helping her. They not helping her. Y'all not. She need to go through the struggle. She need to see how it feel to be fucked up and really have to be on your shit. She still feels spoiled. It's like she went from her mother from being spoiled to now she homeless in the streets and now she got people on TikTok just catering to her. Like she need to be in the like I don't wish that bad on her. Like you know what I mean. People were like, but I feel like she need that. I feel like that'll make her better. She need to just go through it and she need to just learn that she got to do what she got to do for her and stop depending on people to do stuff for her.
Right. And how long had you been watching it? Like, did you just find out about this story, or had you been seeing her lives over a period of time?
Yeah, I was seeing her live when I first seen it. I mean, I was turned off by it, because you see a lot of this. Like, she's not the only female that mother that got kicked out. I done seen females that got kicked out with kids.
Right.
So her story ain't nothing new. You know what I mean? Like she not the only one in the world going through this. It's a bunch of girls and men, females going through this, and some with kids. So
And
what makes her story more, than another person. You know what I mean?
yeah, how old are you, Jay?
I'm 38, 39.
Do you have kids?
Yeah, I got two boys.
Okay. Yeah. Well, Shadow, you had any questions for Jay or
Um,
Jet?
no, in terms of the questions, I do think what he said, I can see his side of his thought process with it, and it's true. Some people do need to fall on their butt before they actually figure out how life is. So I can hear that, and I could also see where people would actually feel more sympathy for her than anyone else due to the fact that she does seem to be mentally delayed. People usually will have more sympathy for those people because it'll look like, well, why, who would leave you out there to fend for yourself if you supposedly can't do that?
Right.
Yeah, she definitely gives like something's wrong with her mental, and that could be a game too. Because I seen something that she said, "Oh, what if I'm acting? What if I'm?" And it's like, see, now that's ignorant. Why would you even give people the perspective that you could be playing them? They trying to help you, and it's like you saying, "Oh, I'm acting. I'm just getting money. I'm using people for their money." Like, you know what I mean? Like that's crazy.
Right. All right, Jay. Well, thank you very much for your input. I appreciate it, and I
That
followed you too.
definitely, definitely.
All right. Give me 1 second, guys.
That was a good perspective. A lot of people do have that issue where they're like, do I help someone? Do I not help them? And then my other question would be, why do we feel compelled to help everyone who has a sob story? And I said it before. I remember when I first came on TikTok and I had to be careful because every 5 seconds you did hear um, a sob story. Somebody lost their house, somebody did something, and it has become such a panhandling place that you're not even sure who's being real, who needs help, or who's just using people and the meat and the internet for a clout. And again, I can't really be mad at anyone who's doing it if people are willing to give that kind of money without question. Because it's
Well,
easier to give a couple dollars than it is to actually give time or
well,
energy. Uh,
people have
oh, go ahead.
no, people have went to try to go pick Yazzie up too, and it's been on camera. I think we talked about it last time. She said she got mad at the lady because the lady said that she couldn't exercise in her house, and another lady was gonna go help her. Plenty of women on here. I don't know too
Oh
much about
wow.
men. They tried to go in their own cars and help this girl too. So
Oh wow. Yeah, I don't
yeah,
know.
yeah,
I
I
look
don't know
at
Mm,
it like
either.
she's
they all. I look at it like they all trying to gain clout off of it anyway.
Hmm. Oh, you know, Young and May's girlfriend helped her, the rapper, and the
mm,
girl, she ended up blocking her or saying that she leaked the address to
I
the
think
room
that
that she
they
brought her.
most people will look at it like it's most people look at it like, oh, I'm about to get me some good clout. I'm gonna show some people I'm good and all this other kind of good stuff. And then they realize, oh, they're needy.
Yep, that's what I'm saying.
Oh
A lot
shit.
of people doing that shit just so they can gain clout off of it. Because if you really gonna help somebody, you're gonna help somebody. You don't need to show that you finna help somebody.
Yeah,
And
yeah, what you say, Jack?
no, I'm saying that's how you know. Because most of the time, if you're gonna really help somebody, you help somebody from the dark, from the shadows. You gotta go and show people that you're doing it. You ain't really doing it truthfully.
So you think the people on the internet is just getting trying to get clout when they
It's the
trying to
new
help?
wave. It's the new wave.
Hmm. Yeah, well, it don't last with her because she'll end up blocking a person as soon as they help her. It's been mad. One lady came in my live, said she gave out like, I think she said $1,000. I don't know if it's true, so allegedly, but she was really adamant about it and said right after she helped her, she got blocked. Like she don't care. She really
Because she
don't.
pick up. I won't even say it's that. I mean, you kind of look at it from a different aspect. A person that come up, you know what I'm saying, a certain type of lifestyles, that street mentality. You could pick up when people are genuine and people ain't genuine. So of course, I'm
Right.
gonna take this shit from you, and once I take this shit from you, I'm gonna run off. She
That's
ain't
true.
crazy. You know what I'm saying? She got a lot of street sense. Yeah, everybody looking at it from like book sense and common sense shit. She got a lot of street sense. She know how to move around.
Mm.
She not a cheap shit. You know what I mean? She not a play shit. Like that's she has a lot of street sense.
Yeah, I see that too because she going out in the night, you know, getting in. She pick and choose what man she go with, whoever tries to pick her up off the street,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
yeah,
She
she
know
turned
that.
that camera around to the man too to make sure her viewers can see the guy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. See, if you pay attention to that, she know what she doing. That's why when everybody say she know what she doing, yeah, she do. But a lot of people looking at it like how they might come up suburban lifestyle the good way, but this is a person that's she from the streets. She understands the streets. You know what I'm saying? So she gonna move like that. She know she picking out all of the little weak simp niggas that's just gonna try to give her some money, do this, cause she might make her feel good. Like just moving how she moving.
Yeah, I don't really hate on her game. Like it is what it is. It's just something to watch on the internet. And then, I mean, the unfortunate thing is, if something were to happen, then everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, so and so should have did this. This person should have did that." When it's really nothing nobody can do,
Yeah,
though. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, all right. So I just wanted to let you guys know this is the last time I'm talking about this topic. If you guys want to come up, let me know. I'll pull you up to get the last takes on the Yazzie situation. Unless something eventful happens, but we solved the case. Case is closed. um, that's pretty much it. Yazi could go home if she wants to. Her mother said it, even if she pays or not, whichever way. Hold on, Jay coming back up.
Question.
Yes.
You said the case is closed. How the case is closed?
No, the case is closed in regards to understanding if it was the mother's fault while she was outside. Like,
Oh, okay.
yeah, that's basically it. So that was my only thought. Where's the mother? Where's the support system behind doing the interview?
So what the mom said she could come back.
She said she could come back if she paid the money because originally the eviction said she was supposed to pay $200 a month. She didn't pay for, I think it was November, December, and the mom put the eviction notice in January 1st. And then amongst the other behavior that was, told by the mother.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you watch the whole thing or no?
Yeah, I did. I watched the majority of it,
I know it was long.
and it was it kind of exactly what I thought. She said exactly what I thought she was gonna say. You know what I mean? She's disrespectful, and she gives that. I seen a video of her talking to how she talked to her mother. Like, yeah, I'm 39, and I still don't curse around my mother.
Right. Did you see the video of how the mother was talking to her though too?
Well, yeah, that has a lot, probably has something to do with it too. I'm not saying she had the best upbringing, or I ain't saying that she probably the best mother.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I put some on her too. I'm not just like, I don't think I'm just over here riding Yazzie.
Oh yeah, no, no, no. I know.
Nah, I'll definitely blame the mother too, because before you really come in on the child, you have to look at it like how she was brought up, how she was raised. You know what I mean? Like what, even though sometimes, kids you can try to raise a kid perfectly and they could just come out bad. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I definitely do hold her accountable too, and now she has some responsibilities for how she is, how her daughter came out, how Yazzie act right now.
Right. That is true because upbringing got a lot to do with how you behave as an adult. I seen one person put in the chat, the mother was taking the check. The mother said that she wasn't getting the check any longer. She said that I guess whenever she was getting it, she was giving Yazzie some of the money, and she wasn't talking about the money. She was the money as it relates to her paycheck or SSI. She was talking about just paying her rent in general, the $200 or however much she wants her to pay. What did you hear of the
Oh,
mother's? Yeah, go ahead.
no, no, my bad. So there's something that happens during this situation where the state actually gives a person money for that person to live in that house. So if she's over age, the mom really could have had the opportunity to apply for that, where she would get a portion from the state. Did she talk about something like that? Where, yeah.
She said something to the effect that Yazi wasn't doing what she was supposed to do, which I believe that means going to school. Because
Oh, which
as
would have
long as
allowed
you
it.
receive those checks, you have to be in school. You have to be enrolled or something.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I was just being no. I was just like, because I know that that's a thing where the mom could collect, so she wouldn't have even needed money from her if
Yeah,
that's
and
the case.
I wanted to piggyback off of what the brother said. He was saying that she's street smart.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, I don't think she's street smart. You know what I mean? Like personally, I think that, like I said, she has a mental health issue. Like she's mentally not there, or she just trying to play that. It's one or the other, because it's given half and half. It's given, okay, she ain't got all her noodles, and then it's given she might have her noodles and she's using that to play people.
Yeah, she did say I'm very smart. Y'all think I'm not. She said that.
So
do
it's
you do you think she got the 12 racks saved up? Jay?
nah, I don't think she got the spread. Because if she'd have had the spread, she probably would have. I don't think she got the spread. I don't think she got the spread. Nah.
Well,
That's
did
why
you see
people
that she
easily
was getting?
manipulated. That's why people
Huh?
easily manipulated right there.
What, to
Why?
think she don't have it?
Yeah, that's what I'm telling
Respectfully,
you.
respectfully, yeah. Yeah, like,
Yeah, see, cause I got homeboys. Like okay. I came up in the hood myself. I didn't have to be raised like her. Like I had a parent that, like you said earlier, I don't cuss around my mama. But I got people I did that I raised around that cuss around their mama, they this. So I'm just looking at it from both aspects. Coming from a respectable household, but then I was raised up around people like that. Like she to me, looking at her, with once Tiff brought the little, highlight about it, and I went and kind of looked at her, looked through her stuff. That little girl know exactly what she doing. She know when she go out there and she say, "Oh, I can't eat or I can't this." She know that it's gullible people on TikTok that's gonna run that shit up in her cash out. So why not play the people? I mean, I'm your hustle, your hustle. I ain't mad at you. If you know that there's people out there that's gullible to do it, hey, y'all, people get caught up like that with scams every day when they call and hey, put 1,000 in my account, I'll make you 2,000 in 2 weeks. If people gullible enough, so why be mad at her? She just running up her game.
Yeah, it gives
Well,
that. It definitely gives that, you know. But when you follow the story, it's like, it gives, trenches. It gives, like you said, it gives a girl from the hood, or growing up, mom's kicked her out. And see, back in the days, we ain't have this. We ain't have social media, so you know what I mean. Because I've been out the crib since I was 13. My mom's been kicked me out. Like I chose the streets early. So I've been running the streets. I slept on park benches. I done kicked in. When they building new apartments, I knew how to turn electricity on, so I could be up in there during winter times and all that. Like I done, I've been through the trenches. So she kind of give that, like a girl that just been kicked out, but she got social media. TikTok. This is like a what is it called? Panhandling.
Yeah.
yeah, Panhandle.
Like the people that be on the train. The people that be on the train, they come say a joke or do a backflip or something, and they got their cup, shaking their cup with the change in it. It's the same thing. It's just internet.
Man, me personally, I don't think she got nothing that she can get from her mama.
What
Straight
you
up.
mean? Oh, it's like the game?
Yeah, the game. She got that shit from her mama. Me personally, that's why I look at it at. I'm like, shit, you got that from somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Somebody showed you that game. Like it could have been her mama, you know what I mean? Having dudes come around all the time to the house, you know what I'm saying? Need to pay some bills when they coming up.
Yeah,
That's true.
yeah,
That usually does happen in those situations
That's what I'm
where
saying.
you do emulate because she's if especially if she's on some kind of spectrum, that's how they learn more so is by seeing, reflecting. They're great people who can emulate what another person's doing very good, and you would think that they will be speaking to you in a way that they do sound like they have full understanding, and they do have a very good grasp of it. Oh, this is cute. But yeah,
yeah.
That was
I'm
a good.
half and half with it. Like I said, it's given that she could be, just somebody that, but then it could be she know what she doing. You know what I mean? And she's just finessing the system.
Yeah, she someone said I do believe that there's some essay involved with Yaz. But when I asked her mother that in an interview, her mother said no to her knowledge, no. So I do think it could be. I don't know for sure, allegedly. But
You gotta take in the retrospect that the mama ain't gonna expose herself like that. Because if she knew about it, it ain't nothing ever happened about it. That's gonna make her look negative in the, you know what I'm saying? So she's not gonna do that.
right.
You know what I'm saying? So you gotta kind of use that little cognitive thinking skills when you analyze the people talking.
Yeah, I thought about that to a degree, but I didn't really want to poke and pry too much. I wanted to kind of be a little bit respectful of her privacy, if anything.
understandable. But that's yeah. Then that goes into the what else could the mom have kept so that it doesn't look questionable?
Exactly. That's
Because
why I
if
say,
you
because she ain't gonna tell you about, oh well, you know how she was raised up. Like, oh, I'm not saying this how the mama was, but if she was like, oh, every night I had Willie over here to pay this light bill, or I had this, she ain't gonna tell you about that.
Right.
So you know what I think would have been good. I think I that probably would have been good. I think that if you would have let like the audience ask her questions, I think that would have kind of been a good, add on to the interview.
Well, I just didn't. The only way to have done that would have been to have her come on TikTok, and I didn't want her people getting a hold of her information, and you know how people on the internet are.
Yes, the internet is
Yeah.
The internet don't lose.
Motherfucker
Yeah.
treacherous.
I'm telling you, the
Calling
internet don't
somebody
lose.
job and all that stuff. Like I don't like stuff like that. So that's why I just chose to choose. I did have
Yeah, because you got to think about it with her mama when you ask that simple question. See, when I was listening to your interview and you asked that simple question about could she come back home, and the mama like, yeah, she can come back home if she, give up some money. So think about how that mama probably was when she was her upbringing. If you would tell your daughter to do this, I'm pretty sure you'd have done the same thing to other people around your daughter.
Yeah, because the fact that online is seen that the daughter is getting in different cars with different men, I would be petrified. I'm gonna bring your ass back home. Just come on, come on, come on. No, we
Yeah,
gotta.
but even for her though, at the same time, how she just, I know she young, but it's still at the same time you get. And then one dude had a gun.
Language.
Oh, what gun?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
you gotta
you
say
gonna
that.
say it
You
again.
gotta say
I'm gonna
that.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm
drop
sorry. I'm
you,
sorry. I
Jay.
ain't know. I was at my fault.
I'm gonna drop you so I
But
don't get.
yeah, he gonna have to
Yeah,
drop and come back up. Drop him and just let him come
yeah.
back.
But we got Chicago Kid here. What's up, Chicago?
Oh, I'm sorry. I could just say I agree with the guy that was just speaking 100%. That I mean, it's obvious that the mama is a hustler or was a hustler or hustles also because Jazzy didn't learn this just from the streets. Like he said, she's not really street smart. I mean, she's learning to be street smart, but she's not street smart, in that sense. But I think that she is really at the place where she is developing that sense of the streets, but it's going to get her in trouble. But I think the mom, I mean, she kind of held back on you because you held back. You didn't want to embarrass her or disrespect her, which was perfect. However, the mom said that she would let her come back, if she was respectful, I think, and for the money. But I think it was more the money. Like, if you come back and you paying me money, I can deal with the disrespect. Because you remember when you said that she was making like 1,700 every 2 weeks, how her mom was just
Like,
her
like,
mind was just like, what? you
yeah.
know, so yeah, I understand that. But that's all I wanted to say. I agree with the guy that was just speaking about the street smart sense and that where she's not there, but she's learning to be, and also that the mom probably got a little hustle mentality in her also, what she's learned too. I would really like to know why her brother was in jail, but I don't think she said that, did she?
Oh yeah, somebody she did a live about it a while ago, or I don't know, but I'll post it probably before the weekend's up. I did want to add that element. I forgot to ask about the brother because I was so worried about the father.
Right.
But yeah, because I got an older brother. My brother would not let me be outside doing that, so I should have even thought about that element of the situation too.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, but
true.
thank you, Chicago. I appreciate you coming up and
Oh,
giving
no
your
problem.
input.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, guys, like up the live. Jay, welcome back.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I ain't.
It's okay. Y'all can go ahead 1 second. I've got to take care of something. Guys, 1 second. Could you please like the live, share the live out? If you haven't gotten your daily heart me, please grab it. I'm trying to move up in my rankings in here. And that's it. Jay, go ahead.
Yeah. But her just getting in cars, that was real like spooky to me. You know, and the guys just said they sound creepy. There's one dude on a bike, and I'm like, because it's like that's what you call a predator. They predators. You know what I mean? Like because they look for prey. Like her, she's prey. She's just prey out here to
Yeah,
people
Jay.
like that.
But see, Jay, you okay? Let's talk streets right now. All right, you knowing her being a female, right? In the street,
Mm-hmm.
ain't nobody really finna do nothing to her. Like if you a person looking from the outside that lived the suburban lifestyle and you just like, oh my God, she get in the car with me and with gun. You already know how it is in the streets. The niggas in the streets really gonna protect the females. You get what I'm saying? Now, if it's you going out there just jumping in the car with random niggas with the Thule, of course you would think like that because you know this a dog eat dog world. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
She ain't crazy. She know what she doing.
yeah,
You get what I'm saying? She know what she
yeah,
doing. She know when she jumping in the car with that dude that ain't finna let nothing happen to her if something go down. You get what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah. She's not to read. She's not to read people.
Exactly. Exactly.
Cause you know one thing I peeped too. She changed her voice. She put on this innocent, this yeah, um, yeah. You could drop me by this. Like she puts on this. She changed her forte when she talked to them. When she get in the car with the men, she changed how she talked. She talked with the soft,
Yeah, man, cause
innocent
yeah.
tone.
Man, she know what she doing, bro. She just manipulating everybody, bro. But everybody that's sitting there being manipulated, these ain't people that come up in them type of rounds. You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying? They
yeah.
don't come up in them rounds. These people here, they live in the safe zone. They don't come up in that area, so they not seeing it how a person that come up in that area see it. It's just like, oh, that's man, that's just a little girl. Yeah, man, she always doing that, man. Always got all the, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what
Yeah,
they in Florida or something, right? So
yeah.
you
But I
know,
didn't tell y'all that I've been getting inboxes with men that thinks this is her page trying to say, oh, you could come live with me, creepy stuff.
yeah, yeah,
So there's
definitely.
some creeps out there now.
Yeah, you know, it's so crazy because I had the other day I was going to McDonald's. Well, I ain't even I was doing something else, but I was in McDonald's. I had to use the bathroom with her, and it was this girl in there, cute, beautiful, nice body, cute face, and she was in the same situation, but she was arguing with like some homeless looking dude, and I'm like, yo, you know me, I mind my business. I'm not the type. I'm not getting in nobody. You know what I mean? Like I probably couldn't sit there and watch and put his hands on her. But you know, if he arguing back and forth, I ain't about to be like, "Oh, yo, chill, chill." You know, I'm like, "Yo, that's they," but I'm not about to get into that. So whatever. He left, and then you know, she's like, "I don't even know him. I don't even know him. I don't know why he's." So then I went to her, I said, "Yo, you good? Like, what happened?" She was like, "Yeah, the dude just came up to me. My father just kicked me out." She had mad bags with her too, so you could tell. So she just got kicked out somewhere. And she was like, "Yeah, my father just kicked me out, and you know, I seen the dude. He said I could come to his house. I told him okay, and then you know, I told him I had to go somewhere. He just kept following me, and I'm like that is crazy. Like, why would you like say that you about to go to this man? This dude looked at yo. He looked at crazy like he smoked crack or something like that.
All right, Jay, I gotta drop you. I'll
Oh, I'm
see you
still saying
later.
wrong words. Oh
Yeah, I'll
man.
see you later. Thank
All right.
you. Yeah, so if anybody else want to come up, let me know. Jada hit
Hey,
his
no,
max for
don't feel
today.
bad, Jay, man. I had to get used to the same thing on here. My page get banned all the time because of what I say, bro.
It's all right, Jay. All right, guys. Like I said, this is my last live talking about Yazzie. Yeah, because everybody's already covering it. We already got the gist of what's going on. There's nothing else to see here about this situation, so we're gonna close it up. But yeah, guys, if you're not following me, make sure you follow my page. If you haven't already done so, send your daily heart me. Follow my moderators; they do a great job. Oh, let me give Jet real quick, cause Shadow good. Yeah, but that's all. That's all. See y'all later. All
Shadow,
right,
you finna
Shadow.
go on?
Huh? You
I
could,
said, you finna go?
whatever you, I could do. It's whatever y'all want me. I'll do it. It's cool. I got a long
Yeah.
drive. Alrighty.
All
Wait.
right.
Uh,
Okay.
Thank
uh,
y'all.